Heyo, welcome back to another bee video. On today's video, we're checking out hive number 2. I haven't inspected this hive since I put this double deep on it. And what I did, I moved 2 frames up from the bottom up to the middle of this top deep. And I haven't checked on them. And as you can tell, we got a ton of activity on the front. So stick around, we're gonna crack right into this one and see what's going on. As always, we got a smoker ready, but we're not gonna smoke them. We're just gonna set it over here to the side. Let's see how this lid comes off. Oh, yeah, they got it glued on there good. That's probably enough to make them mad, ripping the roof off, huh? Oh yeah, look at this population, y'all, right here on top. That one just hit me right in the face, checking me out. All right, let's be nice. I don't want to have to smoke y'all. No, I'm ripping the roof off your house. Like I said, it's probably been maybe 14 days since I've checked on this one. Look at all this. We got extra comb and honey up here. Sticking up here on top. Beetle trap's looking pretty weathered. And I just realized I did not replace the bee trap on hive 1 the other day. So I got to get some new lint traps. Sorry about that, we got a plane coming over. All right, now that plane's done, let's have a look. It all looks like it's drawn out, all these frames up here. What I'm hoping for is that we have eggs and brood, but a lot of this looks like honey already, which I'm not going to be upset about. If we got a full thing of deep frames full of honey, I'm going to be happy. Oh my goodness, y'all, look at this. Look how gorgeous that is. Just a whole frame of nectar. This was a brand new frame that I put in this season. So all that's fresh drawn comb, all packed full of nectar. And I didn't run a feeder on this. Sorry, got another plane. I think I ran a feeder on this for like the first week or 2 just to help them jumpstart some of this. But I pulled it off because, you know, I know some people, and I don't want to start up a thing, but if they can't go out there and make me regular honey without a feeder, I don't want the honey. You know, I use the feeder just for the first couple days, anytime I add anything, just to help them jumpstart the new area, which I haven't done down here on hive 3 yet. I still need to put their feeder on. Full frame of nectar, full frame of nectar. They're capping some of it. So maybe this deep, they just decided, hey, we're making it honey. I did put eggs. These right here were the egg frames from the bottom that I pulled up. And, you know, they say that's supposed to help guide them on, you know, what to do. Excuse me, let me get in here. I don't want to crush you. But if they decided, nah. See, there's some drone. But wow, so much of this is capped. They got a little, 1 or 2 little bee bread spots, but that's all right. Yeah. So no wonder they got so much activity on the front. They're a little bit out of room, huh? So that's, I've got boxes over there that I've got to put together. And I'm trying to figure out which ones do I want to do. You know, if my 2 deeps are looking this good and they're slap full of honey. Uh-oh, looky there, y'all. We got brood. Yes, they transferred up and she laid up here. Yes, that's what we wanted. So we have 3 frames of honey right here before we started getting into the brood. So I think maybe if we put a super on it and try to hopefully let them continue moving some of that honey around, give them a little more room to store it maybe, And maybe even I'm thinking already I gotta maybe pull some frames from the bottom and shift a few things around, but something's already telling me I don't need to do that much intervention. Maybe I just slap another box on top and see what happens. Oh, look at that, y'all. This was the frame from the bottom that we grafted up top. And I busted open a whole bunch of honey, and it's all over the place, so they'll get that sorted. But they backfilled all this with honey. The queen didn't lay back in here, or she either... Another airplane. So they're either backfilling this with honey because downstairs is full, so we'll have to take a look at that, or I don't know, I'm starting to worry if our queen quit laying or something's happened as to why they filled all this in with nectar instead of her coming back in here and filling it in with eggs. So that's got me a little scratching my head. And yeah, they're getting a little rough. See if we got our smoker going. Trying to put a little smoke on them. They're getting a little agitated. Looks like my smoker might have gone out. Another airplane. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, y'all. I'm in the city, trying to be a beekeeping YouTuber, I guess. And I got planes flying over every 5 seconds. I just crushed a whole bunch of bees. I'm sorry, girls. Wow, look at that. She laid on this one. This was a brand new frame we put up here at the top. Wow, look at that brood pattern. Yes, that's what we wanted to see. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think maybe they just need a super. They got a whack ton of bees. They might just need a super to keep storing their honey. And they could be blocking out that queen from being able to lay in here. If the flow is on that hard. Wow, look at this, y'all. Whole nother frame of drones. Still not seeing any, not drones, a brood. Sorry, y'all. I'm out here in the heat. It's late in the evening. But I'm smoked. It's hot. So yeah, all good stuff. There's so much going on. I'm not really spotting or looking for the queen. I'm just gonna hopefully find the right and good activity, which we're seeing. We're seeing a ton of, oh, we got larvae. Oh, no eggs, but we got like 2 to 3 day larvae. Our queen might be near. All this looks so pretty. Where you at, queen? You over here? Look at that, y'all. Oh, that's so nice. All right, so I'm gonna try and get the smoker going again before I crack into the bottom, because they are a little aggressive, which, you know, hey, we're in here ripping the roof off their house, right? Oh my gosh, this thing's heavy. Just had one smash my head. Got a bunch of wet larvae over there. And this whole thing is nectar waiting to be honey. So all this is awesome. Super great stuff. I'm gonna center these up. They are starting to kind of pelt my face a little bit, which is a good sign. They're starting to not be happy with you. So we're gonna put a super on this. I'm gonna go get that just so they got more room, and I'm not gonna put a feeder on it. I think these bees are finding plenty of resources where they don't need a feeder. Gonna relight the smoker and smoke these before we open up the bottom. I just wanna see what the bottom's looking like see if that queen is got some eggs down in there. So I'll be right back, y'all. All right, so we got our smoker lit, and I actually didn't have my super, I didn't have the frames beeswaxed. So I went ahead and got a block of beeswax and I hit all those real good. And they were supposed to be, you know, Amazon pre-wax foundations, which it's always good to hit them again. So we did. All right, I got that one glued on good. Like I said, we're just gonna have our smoke ready. There's a lot of bees on this thing, and we've been bumping them around pretty good. Woo, that's got some weight. My older, more experienced keeper, he likes 8 frames just because of that reason. Once when they're full, they are heavy. Some people call this the bird comb or whatever it is, I'm not sure. I normally scrape it because there's some honey and stuff in it, and that's what this ball over here is doing. So I like to give it back to them. Try not to crush any bees. Of course, you always get 1 or 2, but they'll work some of that back in. Apparently, they won't break the wax down and use it, but they'll get the honey out of it. All right, so yeah, we're gonna smoke these just a smidge. I'm kind of getting pelted in the face. Smoke my face out. Kind of relax. Take it down a notch, y'all. Another nice little chunk. Put that on the front for them. All right, so we're just gonna go right to left on this one, or left to right for y'all. And I didn't see the queen up here, so we're gonna hunt for her down here. These outside ones should be honey. Let's see what we get. Oh, come on. All nectar, waiting to be capped. And that's a bunch of bee bread and nectar on this side. That's looking good. Got some capped honey. Some good resources. This hive right here is really robust. They are something. And again, I bought these bees from the beekeeper I'm learning under now, and through just chatting them up, I'm now working under them, and he gave me these bees for a little bit of you know, sweat labor. Plus, I'm out there learning a whole bunch. There's so much to bees, y'all. I don't even, I mean, he's been doing it 15 years. All right, so we got some nectar, got some brood, got some brood and nectar here. I do like seeing that it does look fresh. My only real issue with it is I'm not seeing eggs yet, and I'm not hunting for my queen on the honey parts, really. So we need to start hunting for her now. See if we can spot her. Uh-oh, they might be honey bound, y'all. They are slap full of nectar. There's only a little bit of brood. The honey flow must have been heavy in this past couple days. I did not expect to see this kind of nectar in here. And I'm not seeing much fresh laid anything anywhere. Okay, actually, looks like there's some eggs in here. And that's what I really need to see. I'm getting a little worried. These might be honey bound. They are back filling so much nectar. And again, no feeder on them. So there must be a really good flow going. And we're gonna get them this super put on by the end of the video. Yep. They are back filling everything with nectar. I'm not looking for my queen. I need to see a whole bunch of new eggs. We got plenty of bees. And if I'm not seeing my queen, or if I'm not seeing eggs. Okay, there's 1 to 2 day stuff right here. I think the honey flow was just on so heavy that she might have they might have ran out of places to put the honey, and she might have run out of places to put the eggs. Good night. Yeah, I should have been checking this a little sooner. I think probably 10, 14 day check is why we're seeing this. I know I'm kind of sloshing some of the bees, but they seem to be getting a little more agitated. I'm trying to just hurry up and get in and get out. We got some wet. I mean, y'all, just look at the bees. There's so many. Our queen could have been in there. Yeah, I'm not hunting for the queen. I'm not that worried about her. I'm seeing egg, not a whole bunch, but I'm seeing some. Seeing larvae. So I think there's enough in here to where it's not that big a deal. They are honey bound. This is unbelievable. Yeah, there's a whole bunch there. Bunch of wet, bunch of good stuff. Wet brood happening. Yeah, I'm trying to hurry up. Sorry, y'all. Oh, that's heavy. Bunch of nectar. Some capped honey and nectar on the edge. All right, so we didn't see the queen. We went kind of quick. I'm trying not to be in here too hard and heavy, but they definitely are getting honey bound. So let's get this thing sewed up, and we'll get that super put on. We have a lot of bees in this hive, y'all. That is something else. Oh, this is crushed one, sorry. All right, so we're gonna put the deep back on, and then I got the super sitting right over there, and I'm gonna grab it and put it on. Get our lid. Try and drop these in here. The amount of bees we have is unreal. This is something. Oh, that's heavy. I didn't hear too many cracks. Maybe I only got 1 or 2. Maybe I couldn't hear it over all this buzzing. Holy, I don't know how much of that's coming through on the camera. All right, so we got the super ready. Like I said, we pre-waxed these frames. Try and put it on sideways. And shimmy them out of the way without hurting nobody. You're always gonna kill a few. And you hate it, but you see how many we got. We got a few to spare. Look, they're already up here like, yes, look at all this room we got. So I did take, oh, I'm getting stung through the jacket. Oh, she got me, you got me, right in the forearm. See, they're getting a little frustrated. We gotta hurry up and get out of here, y'all. But went ahead and did the wax on these frames. So hopefully that'll help them jump start. We waxed them a little extra. Get our jig on here. This is our 9-frame spreader. Yep, they're excited and upset at me all at the same time, I think. That one that got me in the forearm is starting to feel tender. So, there we go. We got our new super on. Get our lid. We didn't spot the queen, but chances are she's in one of those big bee balls, and we weren't going to see her anyway. And you could spend a long time in there looking for that queen, and you're just going to make them more and more upset. And them to sting me through the jacket, they're done with me. They're telling me, hey, bud, you only got a little bit more to go, and we're going to open up the squad on you. So let's get out of their hair. I'm starting to not like these lids. I always crush like 5 bees with these lids. I think I'm gonna go to a different style. Not a fan of these. Well, that's it, y'all. Thanks for checking out the inspection on Hive 2 today. We are now double deep and a super. So hopefully they'll have plenty to do in filling this box up. And hopefully our queen is in here. And now she'll have plenty of new space to lay. The only thing is I didn't have any super frames, the shorter frames. I didn't have any of those with wax already in them or honey already in them to help graft the bees up to this top new box. But I think they're smart enough to figure it out. That's it, y'all. I'm out. I'm gonna go drink some water. Stay hydrated. See y'all later.